Can someone confirm that my slides are visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So as you can see, the topic for today's session is AI for content creation and curation. Now, before moving forward, I just wanted to know it's moving fine. So I'm on second slide about introduction.
Ma'am, we are good to go. It's perfectly fine.
Perfect. So okay. So good afternoon, everyone, and hope you're doing well. It's truly a pleasure to be here with all of you. So first, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Shweta from CPJ College for inviting me to share my knowledge in this session. And I deeply appreciate all of you for taking the time out from your busy schedules to join us. So your presence actually reflects your dedication towards learning and staying updated in this rapidly evolving world. So, because they have already introduced me, but I would like to add on a couple of more things to that introduction. Because my research area, specifically, if you go on Google search and try to write out Hemlata plus Gen AI, you'll be able to see my contribution towards higher education. Apart from this, I'm a senior fellow of higher education as well. So along with my experience, I'll try to cover up everything today, and uh, we'll go for some demonstrations as well so that you can understand how you can use those tools in your day-to-day teaching as well. Moving forward, so as you can see the link, so before we dive deeper into this session, I would like to start by providing, some foundational understanding of what AI is and its profound influence on our world. So we live in a data-driven era where data has become the new god. So increasingly, people rely on facts. So basically, if you are going to give some assumptions or predictions, they want to know why you are talking about this. So what is the relevance, how this is correlated to this, right? So that is why it's really important that the shift, how the shift highlights the immense value of data in shaping decisions, predictions, and innovations. So we'll talk about these bits as well. So I'm going to play this short video with all of you, but this video will definitely amaze you and inspire you, because this will showcase some incredible facts and insights about the role of data and AI in our lives. So if everybody is okay, I'll just play the video. For that, I think I need to share my screen also. I don't mind if I have to, if you're looking for, the slides as well, because I've copied some links. So just in case, if you want to use them, I'm happy to share that as well.
There has never been a bigger force for change than technology. It changes absolutely everything about the way we live, the way we get around, the way we eat, even the way we talk to each other.
it be
All right. So, what is your observation? What you noticed that is different, which you did not imagine? So, have you noticed some? I mean, is it possible to receive some chats?
Yes, ma'am. In the group chats, you can view the same. Otherwise, participants can unmute themselves and they can interact as well.
Right. Thank you. So I don't mind if so. I mean, I think the best thing is if you can type it or if you want to share because it's going to be an interactive session. So purposely I showed this video. Of course, you must have seen a couple of different things which was there in the video, but I try to cover, the holistic approach. So according to today's session, if I'll talk about the higher education or, the teaching pedagogy, there are a lot of things which we are going through in this particular FDP, not only in this session. So is there anything which you captured, which is an eye-catchy thing for all of you? Would you like to share anything
I request the participants to
with
invite.
human? Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Amita ma'am has to say something. Ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I just noticed that there is the technology updation, and that you have shown in this slide that the more robotics are there instead of the manpower. That was the catchy thing we are just identified how they are doing their work. That robots is also made by the man, whatever that man and machine. So that is the catchy thing we are just observe in your video clip.
Video. Okay.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Amita. Thanks, Dr. Harsha and Dr. Krupa as well. So, well, I am certain that it is not going to replace anything. But you must have noticed there was a tagline: we are teaching, we are preparing our students or the generation for something which we don't know. What would be, the kind of job that will be available? We don't know. You know, Technology is an assistive thing. Technology can never rule us, right? So it's just that, we have designed these things to support, to assist us. So the kind of roles in terms of jobs that is coming in definitely will change the scenario. I know it's a debatable topic, but this is what my own viewpoint, you know. So yes, I agree with Dr. Hasha that of course, it's a collaboration of AI with human. So in order to assist human, in order to support human, otherwise, you have seen for everything there is pros and cons, isn't it? So some people can think about it could be disruptive, but we should know how we're going to use this technology. Makes sense. Hope everybody agrees with that. To this human being are becoming lazy, students get addicted. Yes, I
Yes.
agree. Yes, I agree. But we need to find out the solution for all those things. So today, my focus will be on this bit itself, like whatever we are preparing our students for, are we doing justice with them? So what we need to focus upon so that we'll be able to cater the same thing, what is needed for their development. Yes, obviously, yes, I agree with you, Dr. Bhumika. It is true, whichever vertical you talk about. Initially, nobody imagined that, how fast this could be, how fast this could capture the whole world. But slowly, gradually, you have seen in the video how it has been changed. Even, it was a transformation basically. So I should, as I said, we are teaching our students for such thing which we don't know what sort of jobs they are going to do. So actually what we should teach them, this should be our focus upon. Agree? So can you think of what is not going to change? what we should teach, because I design everything from the higher education perspective, considering the fact that most of you are from higher education sector. So can you think of something what is not going to be changed? Though we know logics, okay, humanity, empathy, creativity. Brilliant. So I will emphasize on 2 pointers. One, um, creativity, or I should call it critical thinking, basically. So the more creative you are, whichever dimension, whichever domain it might be, the more importantly, we need to think about it, like how our students can analyze. So analysis is everywhere, no matter whichever field you are. Even getting ready for office, you always used to think what goes well with what, isn't it? So it depends how you decide about it. It's a very simple example, but how we decide about it, because we have seen we have seen people around us, so we know that what goes well with what sort of pair of shirt, or with trouser, or with blazer, whatever it might be, right? So in short, we need not to teach our students about definitions. We need not to teach our students about you know dis- descriptive sort of things. Basically, descriptive is something which they can find out easily. So what they need to understand is critical thinking. So that means if any article or something is written, they need to understand whatever is written, it is not biased. It should not be biased, right? There could be a couple of things which you may notice, as in any article. So you need to see how relevant this information related to the topic, or any sort of assessment that has been given to them by their tutor. Apart from this, because we are in an era where we are connecting from such long distances, it might possible I could be a Britisher, right? So the cultural changes which I've seen over here and the changes which I've seen in India, you know, these are different. Over here, people don't call everybody by, their initials as in doctor or something. They just call by their first name. So for me, at times, it's quite difficult to catch up with, this culture. And then if you're switching to Indian culture, then again, the switch is really difficult. It's not that easy. So, when we are talking about critical thinking, we need to understand the biasness factor, the relevance factor, and the cultural conflicts. Apart from this, what is not going to change? It would be ethical implications. So, if you're thinking about ethical implications, there are a lot of content available, be it an article, it could be an image, it could be a video, and you can edit anything. So, you can combine multiple sort of um, images and can create your own image. You can edit some images and create your own image. Are you going to call that image as yours? That is $1 million question. Because you can say that, according to my creativity, I change things accordingly. Now, whose image is this? Who owns the right? So this is ethical implication. So we need to teach these two things, no matter whichever domain they are going to get in. If they can analyze these two things, very well, no one can stop them. I hope it's clear to everybody and all of you agree with me. So, yeah, thank you. Now I forgot that I did not share my PPT. Ta-da. Right, so these are the two things which I have created as per my own understanding, which I believe is going to sustain in this current environment where everything is changing so rapidly. Now, what are the benefits of going forward for AI in teaching and learning? So I have just tried to capture a couple of things which will give you an idea like how and why it is important for teaching and learning, how we can embed this bit into teaching and learning. So the first thing which you'll see over here is personalization of learning. So basically, it enables educators to deliver, highly personalized learning experiences. So algorithms are there to analyze students' learning patterns, strength, and weaknesses. So we have such tools which is available wherein students can identify what are their strengths and weaknesses, and they can go for adaptive learning platforms. You must have heard about Coursera. Some of you must have done, some courses on Duolingo as well. So these are some of the examples which you have seen. So depending on your individual progress, your individual requirement, you can decide like what you want. If you want to finish a course in a week, you can. If you want to finish a course as in 1 hour in a week, it's your choice. Based on your pace, based on your availability, you can personalize your learning. Okay. Once you finish one task, it will suggest you some others like, okay, you have done this course, then you should register yourself for so and so course. This is called personalization of learning. So based on, your track, it will identify what is good for you, or what should be your next step if your target is, if you want to go for so and so career option. Next one is accessibility and inclusivity. So AI power tools. So we do have many power tools, but I'm talking over here as in text to speech, real time translation, and that is what it is, virtual assistants that will help to break the barriers for students which suffers from disability, or some language challenges, you can say. For instance, tools like Microsoft Immersive Reader Assistant. So what it does, it assists visually impaired students or those who are suffering from dyslexia, right? So because we don't want anybody to feel out of the crowd, so we want to move along with everyone. None of our student should feel that I am not like that. That is why I do not have the right. Everybody has a right to study. Everybody has the right to learn. So if we'll make that practice as an inclusive, nothing like that. So you should come forward with such types of tools, which I have already given you examples wherein, uh, everything comes forward within, along with inclusive environment. The next one is automation of administrative tasks. Most of us used to struggle with this, isn't it? I almost once in a day I used to think, why administrative task is there? It would have been great if you had to teach and just go back. But there is so much beyond that. So this administrative task, I wish somebody else could mark on my behalf. So that will solve our problem. So so AI streamlines this sort of repetitive administrative duties. So like you can think of grading, you can think of attendance and tracking that attendance, assignment evaluations. So we do have platforms like Gradescope, which have made the grading easier. And even I don't know whether you have used Jisk Analytics as one of the software which we are using over here. So we just need to give code to the students and they just fill their attendance accordingly. Okay. They, so it's not like I have to roll call, and it's not like I'm giving code right away. So wherever they are, if I need to set up a meeting as an online, offline, or hybrid, whichever mode I want to, so I'll just give them the code and they just fill their attendance right away. Even if they are going to fill it little late, let's suppose 15 minutes delay, it will mark them present, but it will show them that you are late for the session. So it's not the tutor's responsibility, it's the responsibility of the student. I'm saving my time, in spite of calling everybody's name and checking the faces. So this will help me a lot by going through automation of administrative tasks. Next is enhanced student engagement. So this is most challenging for all of us. So AI-driven chatbots and what it could be. The virtual tutors, um, gamified learning platforms. So you can keep track of these. For example, the TT Rockstar. So it's for school going kids. There are a lot of things which is available. So more interestingly, we want to see whether our students are engaged or not. For example, the Blackboard platform, the Blackboard Learning Analytics you must have seen, the LMS, how, how your student is engaged. So in higher education, we need not to teach our students throughout for, let's suppose if your class is for 3 hours, you need not supposed to teach them for 3 hours. You need to tell them this is what the gist is. Now analyze according to it. You should ask questions to them. And that's what you must be doing. But so when we are talking about engagement, we need to know whether they are actually going through the way you want it. So there could be some study material which you might have uploaded over there and you want to read them. So this helps us, the Blackboard. So that will show you the progress of the students, how it is moving. So it depends on the data, the number of times they're visiting, they're downloading the document or working in progress. You can identify how actually they are engaged with you. The next one is data-driven insights. So for that, as we know, AI collects the data and analyze and predict analytics to identify at risk students early. So if there are some students at early point of stage, if you can find out these are the students who are not engaging, you should call a meeting and you can invite them and you can find out the issues. And it might possible they are afraid of you. It might possible they are not comfortable with you. So this data driven insight can help us in solving those sort of issues. So of course, be it personalization, accessibility, automation, or student engagement, data driven insight is needed for all of them. So now if you look into the challenges and limitations, I just tried to keep it very, very crisp. So if you look into the challenges and limitations, though there is personalization tools that are available, as I have given you the example of Duolingo, etc. But if you have chosen a course, let's suppose for a week, okay, and after that you feel, oh God, I don't want to work with this tool. There is no one who is going to come back and say, see, don't worry. If you're struggling somewhere, let me know. I'll solve your problem. And I know you can do it. At times, this motivation of a teacher is important for a student, isn't it? But so this is called the human interaction. This is called the emotion. So somebody rightly pointed out that, that emotion is not there in the AI applications. So anyways, lack of human interaction is again one of the major challenges. Ethical and privacy concerns we already discussed, and I know that you have a session on this bit, so I'm not touching it. Limited scope of AI tools. So you must have seen there are so many AI tools that are available in the market. Now the question is which one I should use, because every tool has their own limitations. So we don't know which tool fits for for our day-to-day needs. So although as I said, there are so many tools available, but I try to gauge minimum tools which can solve your maximum problems. Now, the next one is equity and access. So equity and access, that means how can you adopt this particular AI technology on technological infrastructure, which may not be available in underfunded schools. Might possible everybody is not that capable to buy everything. So if I do not have this much of funds available, so this could be a problem, right? So this can equate existing educational inequalities. Of course, if you do not have this facility, how can you go ahead? Even technology is available, everything is available, but if you do not have funds, no. So we need to think about, but again, it's a challenge, it's a limitation. So we do need to think about like how can we cover up this limitation. And the last one is risk of over reliance. So when we are talking about over reliance, excessive dependence on AI tools, somebody said like AI is spoiling us. That is that could be, as I said, pros and cons might possible. When mobiles were not there, we used to remember our landline numbers, but the moment mobiles came in the market, now if you'll ask someone, hardly you can remember one or two numbers. So it's really, really difficult. So we need to understand that we should not over rely on technology. So the demonstrations which I'm going to show today, one important thing, because whatever the tool is going to show you, that is based on the predictions, right? And whenever there is a prediction, there are chances of error. If there is a chances of error, of course we need to look into like how close accurate it could be, but it's, as a teacher, it's our responsibility to look into the chances of errors as well. So so that means we do not straight away go copy and paste it. Please cross check what it showed us again, because you have understood what is the risk when you are over relying something. These are the applications: virtual tutors we discussed, automated grading system, LMS also I've given you an example. So today my focus is be my focus will be on intelligent content creation. So I'm going to give you a demonstration. As a tutor, these are the main important bits which we need to understand. So you may need to summarize an article, you may need to summarize anything. So it could be a text, it could be an article, it could be a blog, it could be a video. Then you may need to design some quiz. It might possible you would like to go for FAQ sort of things. It might possible you want to showcase them what mind map should look like. Honestly speaking, my favorite is mind map because that allows students to think over, right? So it's not just the text which is written over there. So they have to understand from their perspective whatever is visible on the screen, what they understood by it. And you can, at the same time, you can also understand that where their focus is, have they understood it in right way or wrong way. Or so, so mind map is a very attractive exercise. The next thing is report generation, editing a video, and flashcards. I hope these are the only things which you are using in day-to-day life, isn't it, as a tutors or teachers? Right. Okay, sorry, there was a question. So the grade scope and GISC analytics, these are the two tools which I highlighted, and the Blackboard as well. So there are some features which is available in the Blackboard also. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Vidhi. So now I'm just sharing another screen and switching on for demo. Hope I'm not fast. All right, thank you. So I hope all of you can see my browser screen, which is showing you the video called Did You Know?
Yes, ma'am, it's perfectly visible.
Right. So the first tool which I'm going to show you is Note GPT. So because of the power of uh, open AI, there are so many tools which are actually existing in the market. And whatever I have showcased to you in the presentation, that will actually help you to understand how can you do or what all things you can do with these tools. I really like this tool because with the same tool, you can do multiple things. So there are a couple of things which I wanted to show you. So this is how the layout looks like. Hope you can see Note GPT. I'll give you some time to work on your PC as well. But before you start, I request each one of you to please kindly focus on my screen so that you will be able to understand what are the capabilities of this tool. And once you'll do it, and if you're stuck somewhere, I'll come and help you. So if you see, this is called create. The moment I'll click on create, something will happen. So there is another screen that will pop up. And then this is about the notes. This is about flashcards and anything related to the books, which is, of course, for AI. So the library, it will show you the books. And this is the amazing part wherein you can see. So this is, I just wanted to show you. So if you see, when I clicked on AI presentation, the window was opened, and this window actually asked me what content you want to have on your slide. So I just wrote AI content creation and curation for higher education. Only this line, mark my words, only this line. Apart from this, I have not written anything. And the moment I'll click on generate or, or the next button, this whole slide, it was created for me. Isn't it amazing? Can you see that? Just by one sentence. Otherwise, you can also give them some more specific commands, more personalized commands, and then it will understand and can do things for you. Now, whatever I'm showing you, that is showing you on for free subscription. I have not taken subscription of any of these softwares. Right? Hope this is clear. So if you'll click on create, it will ask you what particular title which you want to create, and you have to give the description. As I said, I have just given the description that AI content creation and curation for higher education because I wanted it to be, more specific. So it created it. I just saved everything because at times I'm showing you in the live media, I didn't want anything to stop in between. So there might be delay or something. So that's why I did everything and kept it stored. All right. So this is one thing. And then there is another feature which you'll see over here. Can you see that? So this feature is also an amazing feature. What it does, you need to add some text. You can see the text, right? Since these are the free softwares, so obviously it has limitation. So the word limitation, the number of times what you can do. Okay. So if you see over here, they just converted, the summary is presented over here. Apart from this, if I click on translate, I can even change the language, whichever language I want. Uh-oh. My today's limit is over. So, okay, no problem. I'll just give you an idea how it works. So with this, what you can do, you can select the text and can change the font as well. Apart from this, you will see the notes. So the moment I click on AI notes, because as of now it is on AI notes, what is happening? So whatever you may upload a video, you may upload a text. So the summary of the video or the text, the moment you'll click over here on the summarize button, you'll be able to see the summary. Along with that, it will show you some key insights. Okay. Now you can see some FAQs as well. right? How does AI improve the video editing process? Can you see that? What types of tasks can AI automate for creators? Is using AI tool expensive for creators? So this is FAQ which it has already created from the content which I have entered over here. Clear? Now, if you click over here, this will give you the mind map, this one. And this is the flashcard. I have examples for that as well. And this is the whole summary which you can see. Apart from this, if you'll go on plus, you can do lot other things. Now, this one, what is the difference in between this and this? If you noticed, over here, I have uploaded a video, okay? But over here, it is just a text. Now, even for the video, the same way I clicked on summarize, it showed me the summary and instead of keywords, it is showing me the highlights of the video and what are the key insights which you'll see in this video, and it'll show me the transcript as well, the whole transcript. I can even download it. You can see you have the option. You can even download it. You can even copy it. So possible. If you'll click on the discover, this will ask you that if you are looking for something new. So something new, perhaps it could be the topics which you want to see relevant to the topic which you have uploaded over here. What are the topics according to the market? If you want to see some more videos from the same author, you can click by author. And if you want to see some more related videos, it will show you the related videos as well. Okay. Not only this much. So for this one, as I told you, if you click on this, it will show you this sort of mind map. Okay. So this is a really detailed mind map. The only difference between free and paid version is you can even remove these watermarks, and it's not that costly, honestly. But if you look into the requirements, actually, the features that it is offering, but still, I'm not asking you to go for, paid software. But so this is the mind map that it has created. All right. So you can simply click on download or copy, and you can see this mind map. Now, any idea what it is? This one?
Is it a slide, ma'am? PPT slide?
Well, good try, but it's a flashcard. So you just give a flashcard. So it has number of questions on it. It will flash on the screen and students will answer it. So you can use these flashcard in group discussions in your class. So these are the questions which I have not created. I just click on this AI flashcard and automatically this tool, this software created these sort of flashcards for me. Okay, so you can see these are the 10 flashcards. So these questions are actually extracted from this video wherein nothing was written, right? Again, summary, then key insights again. So it depends, like, how many FAQs I want to see, how many flashcards I want to see. So hope it's clear to everybody. We'll move on to the next screen. So if you see, there are some of the, because, I used, one second, something on chat. Okay. So if you, so in this screen, these are the videos which actually I used particularly for creating notes, ideas for scripting, So if you see the text which I have shown you on this third tab, so from my experience, creators often find themselves. So there, I just copied some text and pasted that text just to find out how it is going to analyze that text. And the results were amazing, right? So, and it has a tutorial also, just in case, if you don't know how to use it, you can use this tutorial. With free softwares, the major issue was the limitation of the software was a major problem. So if you'll go for one software, you have to wait, so you could do only one thing on one software. So which is like you have to install multiple softwares. And so I'm just showing you something. So if you click on create, if you want to upload your own article, so now it can actually give you any text, any summary of any text or any video or any blog. Even if you want to write down a URL, you can do that. So whatever is written on that URL, it will summarize that URL also. Okay, you can even enter text file, or you can upload any of these things. Can you see that? I don't think we need some more updations beyond this. I think this is sufficient as a teacher. But yes, of course, over reliance is not a good thing. So whatever you'll see in the summarization or the questions that has been created, I would recommend, please, please, please go through that before showing it in your class, right? But honestly, this will solve 90% of your problem. And you are creating something interactive for the students, because it's not just one way communication. You are actually giving them chance for some activities wherein they can work in a team. And at the same time, with this, you can identify which team is performing better, which is not, what is good in that particular team, what is not, who all are the strong members, who all are the weak members, and you can extract those members and can work accordingly, isn't it? So it's a win-win situation. Agree? So can I ask you, like, what is your feedback about this tool? Any question on my screen, or because I'm going to stop this now and I'll ask. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. It is more interactive. Absolutely.
Madam, whether we have to go through our email, we have to give email ID for getting into this note GPT?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So it's a very straightforward, very straightforward. It'll not take more than 2 minutes. That's it.
Okay, okay. Once we go, how long can we use this for one day?
No. Every day. But it has a limitation every day. Like some word limitation is there that these many times you can do that.
Okay, okay. Very nice, madam. Very nice. Really, we didn't know about it. We know about Chat GPT, but this Note GPT, we don't know.
Excuse me, madam.
Just stop this. Yes.
I have one doubt, madam.
Yes, please.
Yeah. How to learn the project-based learning through the Note Chat GPT?
Project-based learning means you're talking about dissertations?
Yes, madam.
But student need to create dissertations, no? Or you are creating dissertations?
How can take its help?
So one at a time, please. Yes, Ali. Yeah, you can leave your chat over here. Once I'll go through it and I can tell you. All right. So for that sort of report generation, if I understood you correctly. So I think the terminology should be report generation. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So this tool is not for report generation. However, I do have another tool which I'm going to show you in short while. So how can you generate report? So that is another fantabulous tool. I just request you to wait for some time because this is good for summarization. This is good for mind mapping, FAQs, but that is another tool. I'll come back, after hardly within 5 to 10 minutes, we'll jump on that as well, if
Okay,
that's
sure.
okay.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Ma'am, I have a question if I may ask.
Yeah, just a moment, Vidhi. We have a question in chat. So
Sure,
let me
ma'am.
address this, then I'll pick your question. Well, again, as I said, you can do anything, but the point is, even if you are talking about a textbook, you know, um, I would suggest look into the ethical considerations as well, right? So do not over rely it too much. And there are, publication houses, there are tools that are available to catch it, whether it is written by, um, you know, with AI tools or not. I will talk about that tool also. So I don't want your paper, article, or any textbook that you have published, to be rejected. So you can, it's there is no harm if the technology is available. You can utilize that technology to support you. But if you are thinking that everything will be created by it, then of course my answer will be a big no. So you can use some chunks if you stuck somewhere and you really need help. So I think textbooks and articles, these are some things which we are going to add for the sake of society, isn't it? So of course, yeah. So of course, for assistance manner, it's absolutely all right. But for that, there will be another tool which will be helpful, because as I said, this is not good for report generation because it has its own limitations. I'll talk about that tool which you can use for report generation. Make sense? Have I answered your questions? Yes, Dr. Vidhi.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Ma'am, my question is like, suppose we are creating some content through this AI generated thing, and what are the likely chances that the content so created would be plagiarized or a copied content or available somewhere on the internet?
Most likely.
Okay, so we cannot bypass that thing.
Yes, of course.
All right.
So in this situation, there are some different sort of websites and the links that are available, which is mentioned specifically that people can use these particular things for educational purpose. So it's like an open source, so which is available for you to reuse it, so no one can claim it. So for the sake of education, you can utilize those bits and no one will claim you that you have copied or plagiarized something. Make sense?
So yeah, ma'am. So can we call it AI generated or will it be called as a plagiarized stuff?
If it is educational if it is meant for educational purpose, then they will not call it as an plagiarized.
Thank you, ma'am.
And just more likely, for example, Turnitin. I'm sure most of you must have used Turnitin, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So what it does, if you forgot to mention the citation, it will reflect that there is this much chances of, you know, content that has been copied from so and so resource. So if you, as an teachers, if we follow the ethical guidelines, I don't think there is a problem anywhere. I think so. It's more likely an ethical question rather than the content creation question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are you guys trying? Well, when I check this I could not find blockout. I cannot find the blackout rooms, so I don't have any other options. We have to be in this room itself. Yeah, if it's fine if you have questions, we are happy to go for it. And also, as a teacher, if you are thinking about it, like you go for one video, then you'll go for another video. We don't have this much of time, isn't it? That, we'll check everything and then read everything and go through everything and then, we'll compile everything just for the sake of class. If you are trying to extract something more concrete, so what you can do, you can go through and do this type of summary analysis and can come forward with a sort of concrete answer. Yes, Ayush.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
Ma'am, do you suggest, or like if you have any AI assistant in your mind which you can share with us, which can help us in fetching the citations? Let's say I am writing something, I'm writing an article organically on
Hmm.
my own,
Hmm.
and I want that on a certain page wherever I have written the article, can I fetch some related, let's say, reference material, or let's say the published material from which I have let's say written the article. Although I've written it organically, but can I
Have you,
fetch?
yeah, have you tried NVivo?
No, ma'am, I haven't tried yet.
Please try
Yes,
NVivo.
Kagan.
And sorry, hello.
Also basic.
Okay, sorry. Are you trying to say something? Let me first address Ayush and then I'll come back to you,
Yeah, yeah,
Ishwar, if
Kagan
that's
garu.
okay.
What's that?
Ishwar sir, I request you to kindly mute yourself if there is no query.
Ayush, so that is more reliable tool, N Vivo, and so you can find N number of videos as well. N means the capital N as in November, followed by Vivo, Vivo. So this tool is meant for these sort of purposes. And even if you try to highlight somewhere in between, so for example, if you're going through 10 papers or 15 papers and you cannot recall things, so you have the facility that you can highlight those bits here and there at multiple places. Okay, and then if anything happens over there, you can actually extract this information and can ask it to create a map for you and can ask it to provide a summary, and whatever you are using from which particular reference you have taken it, so it will also guide you through from that perspective as well. And it is authentic, very well reputed, used by, I think, across the globe, people in research using this. No
Ma'am, just
ethical complications. Yeah.
ma'am, just to seek one clarification. So, for instance, ma'am, I'm asking like if I have written something, let's say I've written that the demographic dividend which the India has currently
Hmm.
is going to be very valuable in contributing to the economic growth of India. Let's say I've written this thing organically.
Okay.
I've written it this thing, but
Okay.
I want some citation, or let's say I want some let's say source, a credible source from where it is written, and the inference is similar. So
Okay.
yes ma'am, can I get it just using my
From,
own text, my own let's say organic writing? Can I fetch that using an assistant?
no, because first thing is you should not upload your own work because it will go into their repository. One. Number two, if it is organically written, as you mentioned, now you have to fit in some citations in your work. So you have all the right to find it for you. So I would suggest that go for reverse engineering and see like what particular content you are thinking could be best fit for you. Even ChatGPT, go for some text and ask it to provide it with citations. So the Note GPT, which I just mentioned, I forgot to mention one thing. Sharing my screen. Hope you can see that. So what happens? I've shown you this AI notes. Can you see this where my tab is? If I'll click over here on the AI chat, right? I have created 5 MCQs. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So this is like I have not written it. I have shown you some flashcards. I have shown you these bits, but the moment you'll click on the chat, you'll be able to see the chat as well. Ask me anything about the content. Give me this along with references. Uh-oh, my limit is over. So just like ChatGPT, whatever you are writing, if you enter it over here, this will actually show you, or you can ask questions about this content. Are you getting this? This is another feature I forgot to mention. So whatever
Ma'am,
about
with M,
whatever, yeah, sorry.
can I?
Yeah, please.
With MCQs, do we also get the key answer key for the MCQs, ma'am?
Yes, it will generate.
Thank you.
So because over here I haven't created that, so this is the good slide. So if you look over here, it is saying like if I want to generate 5 keywords, 5 related MCQs, or I want to summarize these 5 MCQs, so I can do that. And also I can ask a question. So for example, if I'm talking about that some ethical questions which you people put it forward, so if I'll write this question over here and ask, so just like ChatGPT, you get the answers here as well. You will get the answers. So it's just you need to give more relevant command. You have to tell them that I want supportive answer with the references. Okay, but as of now, no one can add references to your work. Moreover, it's your work, so you only know which one you have taken from somebody else work, isn't it? Because that is how you need to add on, particularly where you are going to add somebody's work or you don't. Makes sense, no? Hope I have given you some insight, isn't it?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, shall we move? Yeah.
Thanks for the session. Just a small question. What are the other tools apart from Note GPT that you recommend for us to
Yeah,
use?
I'm going to the next tool. If that's okay, shall we switch on to the next tool? Or if you have any doubt, I'm happy to answer. And also at the end, I'll give you my email ID. So if you have further questions, you can ask me. Okay. I'm a responsive person. I'll address your questions accordingly. All right. So I'll share my screen so that I can give you some more idea about some other tools. Da-da-da. So the next tool is, okay, for that, I don't remember whether I've shared voice or not. Share computer sign. Okay, I think I've already shared. Let's see. So this is called Vido. Of course, I've used only, free capabilities. So I'm sure most of you have used this sort of, video sort of tools. Right. So majorly, most importantly, these are the two things which I have edited, but I wanted to give you an idea. because this is needed when you have to do some sort of changes specifically in the video that you have created. So these days you must have gone through many YouTube videos, YouTube channels wherein people are coming in, going through the content. And if you feel that, I don't want my face to be there, however, I really want to come forward and would like to project whatever I can, right? So that is also possible with the help of this tool, because you can choose your avatar accordingly, and this avatar will answer whatever the text or you are going to add for the avatar. So in avatar's own voice, it will say something and you'll be able to see that. Okay, so some couple of examples which you can see over here is you have to upload the file. Some of the files are already available, so it was just a blank file. Okay, now if I click on the animation, so you can see these are some of things. Can you see the movement in the clip? No voice, but the movement in the clip. Can you see? Did you
Actually,
notice?
yes. Yeah, the clip, it is going to a particular point, right? The clip.
Yes. So if I'm clicking on spin, because this is more evident, or slide bounce, because if you see my cursor, the moment I am moving it anywhere, the same way the clip is rotating. Okay. So it's up to me how I would like to move in. So you can set your own animations, can set it differently from into outside or from out to in, or if you want to keep it into the loop, you can. Okay, so this is about animation, but the magical tool is the magic tool. So if I'll click on the magic tool, what it does. So this is if automatically you want to add, captions, you can do that. So, but again, do not rely that, whatever subtitle it is going to add, it is going to be the correct one. So it's your responsibility to verify it. Even the Teams or any other software, everything cannot be correct or accurate. Okay, so please cross check. Do not over rely too much. Now the clean audio. So you can see sometimes there is a background in the video. So the moment you'll click on the clean audio, automatically that background will be clear. These all are the AI features. Apart from this, there are some other features which I really like. Of course, remove silence, because sometimes there is some awkward pauses. So for example, somebody said something in between. So, I felt as if they have some questions, isn't it? But so if in just in case, if you want to remove those sort of problems, you have to click on, some silences on, background noises. And if, because it looks so odd, because all the time you cannot look into the camera, isn't it? So sometimes it might possible I look here and there while talking, possible. So if I want, wherever I'm not looking at the camera, just try to remove those clips. So if you notice over here in the clip of the video, there are so many frames, right? So from those frames, it will check wherever there is no eye contact, it will remove all of the frames. Okay. Similarly, auto erase background and magic cut, so which removes, sometimes we are in habit to say you know so automatically you can get rid of all these things. Perfect. Apart from this, I just added a voiceover. I'm not sure whether you can hear it or not. Let me play it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy Bobby. Happy birthday.
So could you hear something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it a happy birthday sound?
Yes, correct.
All right. So again, it depends. I can even change the speed of that sound. So this is a voiceover done by me. It's my son's birthday today. So I did it for him yesterday. So, but yeah, this feature was really good. I liked it. So you can voiceover, for any of the video. Now I'll play it further because this bit, hope you can see where I am highlighting. So the bottom right corner. So there is another video, and this is the avatar that I have created. So let's see how this avatar is going to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, dear Bevi. May God bless you, and may God bless you. Happy birthday to you.
Right? Hope you could hear Avatar's voice.
Yes.
So it's like, these are the magic tools by which you could actually create. So, accordingly, you have to decide like what you want to choose, which avatar you feels is a good fit. And also you can see there are a lot of options available for audio as well. This is for the voiceover, text to speech, right? So you can utilize all those things. And I don't think like you need anything beyond this to edit a video. If you are too good at it, if you are using too frequently, then I would suggest go for Adobe. But otherwise, this will suffice the purpose. Make sense?
Yeah.
Let me go through. Thank you. No, as such not. I did not notice because there was not even a single video which I have uploaded, and it could say like it's too lengthy. So maybe this could be by chance, but I felt like whatever I needed, even for students' presentation, that was sufficient. Also, you can use this split, no? So you can select the text and cut it off whichever point you want to. So that it can also be a good tool because, sometimes there is YouTube videos are very good, but you don't want to show everything to the students. So you can use and cut it off, split it accordingly, and can add your own voice and can show it to students. Right. So we do have time. I think we have at least 15 more minutes, isn't it? So
Yes,
shall we move
ma'am.
on to the next next tool? Shall we move on to the next tool?
Yes, ma'am, definitely we can.
Okay. So this is the next tool which I was talking about. So as you can see, this is called copy.ai. So this is specifically considered as a very good tool for, report generation. So if you are looking for content, if you are looking for brainstorm, so because some of you had some questions related to reports. So this tool is absolutely wonderful tool for reports. Okay. What you'll see over here, so this is about setting your tone. So for example, whatever the tool is going to write for you, what you need to do is you have to set your own voice, because the way I am writing, it might be different from someone else, right? And maybe this person X might have written something, because we all have own style of writing. So somebody definitely used to write, more harsh, somebody used to write more polite. So there are ways. So first and foremost thing is you need to add and set your tone if you want to. Otherwise, it'll do it for you. So I already set up a tone because I want to show my students into step-by-step method. Okay. Now, as you can see, it has a limitation of these many words. So you can choose the prompt. Sorry. So you can choose the prompt accordingly. So there are so many different options. If you are writing it for social media, if you're writing it for sales, recruitment. So my preference is content. So I have chosen content. Now, if you want to generate an article, so this is what some of you were looking for. You can, if you want to write a blog post, even if you want to generate a FAQ, you can do that. So headlines also, you just need to add on your text and it will do things according to you. Short summary, possible. Rewrite content. So I think try this one if you want to. And I personally go for step by step guide because at times it's really difficult because we do not use any specific material as in book or something. So for us, whatever is there on our learning material, so it has to have our own written documents. So we want it to be written in a very easy language so that the students should be able to follow accordingly. So if you choose step by step guide, you can see this sort of prompt that has been generated, and the moment you'll click on use prompt, it'll tell you create a step by step guide to instruct how to now. So whatever you need to add it, how to write AI is helpful in higher education. Okay, this is not enough. So if you see, I can even upload some of the research papers. You can add some of the research papers, whichever research paper you want to, and browse the content accordingly. So I'm just canceling this, and you can improvise this. Okay, so it might possible at once you did, you are not happy with it, you can do it further. Uh-oh. One second, there is someone on the door. Just a moment, please. Sorry, they knocked twice. Yeah, so let me see, because if there is another screen where already I did something for you, if I can see that, then I'll show you that bit. Yes, it's available. I'll show you that screen.
This tool is copy.ai, right?
Yes, yes. I will give you the list as well. Mm-mm. Yes. Can you see this? Yeah. So
Yes.
what it does, the beauty of this tool is whatever you are, checking or trying to find out, you can transfer it to the editor. And this is what my editor is. That means I can even edit the content right away. Can you see that? Or even if, I want to select something and would like to give them some headings, I can change it accordingly. Or maybe any specification which I'm looking forward from the editing point of view to the editor, I can do straight away. So you can later on, you can save it and can download the copy of this. So it's a free software. But again, the problem with the free softwares is limitations. Well, that's everything. So you can set up some general or personal folders, and I mean, it depends, like whichever you feel or you want your team to work with you, you can choose it accordingly. All right. Hashtag is also an important area which you can utilize. So majorly, so this middle one where I've shown you the prompt, right? This one, the prompt. So the prompt is the main thing which you need to understand, like what exactly, and whichever word that you need to supply is written in the blue. So you just need to edit that blue, remove that blue, and add your content over there, and just click on, okay, you can see that. Well, that's everything. Is now I will finally, okay, so I'm just finally sharing my whole screen so that I need not to toggle again and again. Okay, so I was just trying to find out my. Okay, hope you can see my PowerPoint.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
really.
thank you. So these are the things which I have promised you as a tutor, what you thinks you can do. So these are those couple of things which are which I have shown you. So for report generation, copy AI is the best sort of tool which is needed. Now, these are the list of free tools that are available, and it has AI content writer in it. So over here, I have used Copy AI and the Paragraph AI. So, most of the things are already available. So what all you'll see, the one which I have shown you, the SEO content generator. So it has all those features. That's why I just picked this one because it had some more capabilities. But the bad news is Turnitin can extract if anything is written with the help of Copy AI. So the new version of Turnitin has this capability that it can find out whether the content is written by, Gen AI. Well, let's conclude it now. So AI has undeniably transformed teaching and learning by improving efficiency, personalization, and engagement. I hope everybody will agree with me. And, however, its limitations emphasize the importance of a balanced sort of approach wherein it complements rather than replaces human educators. So rest assured, do not worry about it. Nothing is going to replace you. It's you who need to train our next generation according to new jobs, which we don't know what it would be, which we don't know what content we need to teach them, but at least we know that we have to inculcate those two things. Remember, the critical thinking aspect. Apart from this, the another aspect would be ethical concerns of AI. As AI continues to evolve, its success in education and will depend on how effectively it is integrated while addressing ethical, equity, and pedagogical challenges. So I have created something on the Padlet. I'm sharing this link with you, and I'm expecting to give sort of feedback, just a one word, so that I can feel inspired, right? I'm just sharing it in the chat window. I hope I could give you some idea about, content creation. Thank you. so that you can also see what I am looking at. Initially, I thought I'll give you some exposure for Padlet as well, but it's not new anymore, actually. And most of the open sources have limitations for school level education. That means till grade 12. So that is what the main challenge in front of me to, link it from the higher education perspective. All right. So before I'll go, as I said, I'll give you my email ID. Another meeting is already started. It's fine.
Ma'am?
Actually, my another meeting is started and blocked my way, but I think I have I've written it to Deepa only. Oh goodness. Just a moment. I'm sharing it with everybody. So this is my personal email ID. All right. Thank you so much for being so cooperative. I too enjoyed being with you. Thank you, CPJ.
Yeah, thanks for the session and belated birthday wishes to your son from our side.
It's not belated yet. It's today only. I will pass it on. And we're
Nice,
going to
nice. Good.
celebrate it in the evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Hemanta Sharma ma'am, for your enlightening session on AI for content creation and curation. Your expertise and practical insights have truly expanded our horizon, equipping us with innovative tools to enhance our teaching and learning experiences. We deeply appreciate your valuable contributions. Thank you once again. And from all our participants, very happy birthday to your son. And to all the participants, we'll be sharing the email in the WhatsApp group. And also a reminder that you'll be getting a feedback link. You have to fill that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you once again.
Oh, all right. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy to answer if you have any other further question. As you know, so I'm fine. You can also circulate it accordingly. All right. So my another meeting is started. I have to rush. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be with you. Thank you. Bye.
So, after the completion of the first session, we'll dive into our second session of the day: virtual classrooms and chatbox. In the current era of digital transformation, these tools have become indispensable for interactive and efficient education. We are privileged to have with us Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh, a visionary expert in AI and machine learning. Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh is a PhD holder specializing in image and video processing. He also holds an MTech in human computer interaction and a BTech in computer science and engineering. Currently serving as a senior associate at Cognizant, Dr. Singh leads team working on generative AI, large language models, and AI driven innovation in healthcare and life sciences. Dr. Singh's illustrious career spans over 11 years, during which he has contributed extensively as a research professor and industry expert. His projects include groundbreaking work in generative AI, NLP, image processing, and data big technologies. We are thrilled to have such a dynamic personality with us today. Let us warm welcome Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh to enlighten us on the topic. Sir, we are eager to learn from you. All over to you, sir.
Hey, thanks for such a nice introduction. Few things I need to check. Like, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir, you are perfectly audible and visible too.
The next thing is like, participants are allowed to write in the chat window or not?
Yes, sir, they are allowed to write, and if you allow, they will also be allowed to speak as well.
Okay, fine. So these things I just wanted to check. Okay. So I will quickly start the session. My session is really about virtual classes. I hope everyone has gone through this during the pandemic. Uh, just a second. Are you able to see this canvas screen?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
So I've created this particular slide in Canva itself. So Canva is also a AI-driven tool where you can create your presentations, some posters, something. I think everyone knows about this. Okay. So good evening, everyone. I would appreciate if at least 30% of you people could also turn on the cam. Otherwise, it would look like I am talking to myself only. Or if you allow, then I can also close my camera here.
I request all the participants to please switch on their cameras. That will be more interactive.
See, because my topic itself is like virtual classroom. So in virtual classroom, I need at least 30% of people to come online on the camera.
Yes, sir. I request all the participants to please switch on their cameras. That will be more interactive. The session
It's
will
not
be more
it's
interactive.
not mandatory. Just a request. Okay. So it's great to see so many educators here, those who are ready to explore more about virtual classrooms and to learn about AI, how AI can be integrated with the virtual classroom things and with the chatbots. If I say chatbot, then just to get some information from any AI tools, right? So we are not going to build up any of the chatbot, but yes, we would explore some of the such tools where we can utilize this. So before going into details, let's salute all teachers with an image generated by my imagination and GPT itself. If you can see in the second slide, it's there. Wait, it's gone away. Yeah. So I think every teacher can correlate with this image. This is nothing but a teacher doing multitask at the same time. He is trying to create his notes for the students. He is trying to fill up the signing the assignments. He is engaged with the call from examination cells to create some question papers. He's also engaged in calculating how much of uh, payment is due from a student, also to prepare various other tasks. And the most thing is like create some good research articles for the universities. So a teacher here is a multitask person who is going to contribute to his university with his 10 hands. Okay. So I think everyone can correlate with this particular image. So why I have put this image and how I can know this pain, because I was also in academics for 8 long years. I left academics few years back and joined training institution, and then I jumped into Cognizant and working. I just joined as a senior associate over there. Now I am working as lead generative AI engineer in Cognizant, and I'm contributing a lot over there. So moving towards my particular topic. So this is just a introduction which I wanted to give everyone, is like how virtual classroom is going to contribute in more engaging interaction with the students, what virtual classroom is, what are its key features, why it matters, then what should be our session focus, then what's in it for you. So virtual classroom is nothing but an online platform where a student and teacher can interact with each other and like in physical class, but it has few things apart from that. What you can share lots of material with this institute with the students. You may have lots of interactive tools. You have access to different resources on the web, everything. Why these things matters to us? These things make ourselves more responsive to the students. Students would get engaged with us with the help of virtual classroom. At a certain point, if a student doesn't know anything and it throws us some questions to you, you can take help from somewhere else and you can already tell to the student. Means in a physical classroom, you need to say one thing like, "मैं कल बताऊंगा," I will tell it tomorrow. So virtual classroom is something where you can explore anything, you can discuss with students. Students are not students are not anything else, but it you can teach the students with the right way. What should be session focus here in this particular session? So it would be more on utilizing AI, how we can utilize AI for the virtual classrooms. Then last thing is what's here for you. You will at least know few things related to tools which you can also use in your universities or institutions that would also help your students. So moving towards the next slide. So this is the agenda which I would be covering in the next 1.5 hours. So I would give what virtual classroom is, what are the key features of virtual classrooms, how AI can enhance virtual classroom. There we would also try to cover up some of the tools. Then we will try to explore Google Classroom. I hope everyone knows. So we are not going to spend much time on Google Classroom, but as live demo I would be showing over there. Then AI powered tools in virtual classrooms, some other tools I am saying. Then chatbots in education, how they can work. Then we would discuss about success stories in virtual classroom. You people are also a faculty, and I have been in the teaching few years back. So I also know. So we can discuss something, what happened during the pandemic and how we evolved as an online tutor also. Challenges in the classroom, which we have already faced. Then an interactive demo where I would be showing that how chatbots can help you in grading something, or means how you can use or you can build your own GPT. Last thing is question answer, where I would be happy to answer any of the queries if you have. So before going into this, I just want to play a video. Let me open it. Can find some problem. Just give a second. think there is some issue with that particular video. So we'll jump to the next slide then. Where is it? I think some network issues there. So I would be switching off my video then. So let's talk. Let's begin by talking about virtual classrooms. So what is a virtual classroom? So virtual classroom is nothing but a digital environment where teachers and students interact in real time, just like in our daily classrooms. But we have one advantage over here. The idea is very simple. Instead of gathering in a physical room, we try to connect using platforms such as we are using Zoom here. We can have Microsoft Teams. We can also have Google Meet, and let's call it as Google Classroom. These platforms allows us to share lessons. We can also give some materials to the students. We can also engage in discussions anytime, right? So now, why are virtual classroom becoming the future of education? I would request, if any of you people is holding a position as head or dean or principal of institute, can come up and try to tell us why you don't allow us as a teacher to take classes in virtual mode in case a teacher is absent. This is the very pain point of a faculty. Is there any head or dean or principal or someone? Or any faculty on their behalf, why we don't allow a faculty to take virtual classes in case he is not feeling well or he is unable to come to the college or institute, but we may allow him or her to take a class from their home if faculty wants to take. Anyone, if you can say. Otherwise, I would call someone from the organizer team to answer this. You got my questions? Chandra Kumar has raised his hand. Let's keep it interactive. Chandra Kumar, please. I think we need to unmute him.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Chandra.
Yeah. Actually, I am I'm an employee, but what I feel is the higher ups feel that the engagement, as you know, present day kids engagement is a problem.
Yeah.
And during COVID times, it was allowed as there was no other means. Now, to some extent, it is allowed, but typically for the present generation, as I'm in higher education college, so engagement is a problem. Therefore, and also there could be an attitude problem. Sometimes we feel, okay, at least some emergency situations, online classes would be better, I feel.
Yeah, I was talking about emergency situations only. In case a faculty has to take leave in many of the institution, he has to make arrangement for his classes, right? So instead of doing this thing, we can project like that. A faculty can take a virtual classes from their home if he is able to do so. So this is a solution which we can project through this particular session also. So if anyone is there who is holding a good position and who is in policy maker of their own institute, just try to implement this. Many faculty would be happy with this, and they would happily take some classes while they are on some vacation, long vacations, or while they are some due to some emergency, they are not able to come to up to the college or institute. They would be happily taking the classes, and in this particular way, no student is going to be what we say. Uh, they would be benefited by your classes only. So this one was the first question, and this one was the answer of my last question, that why are virtual classroom becoming the future of education? Because of its flexibility. So institute, those who wants to survive in this AI era should start adopting virtual classrooms also as a secondary mode of education. I'm not saying every classes should be virtual classes, but in some emergency or in some vacations, like those who are in Noida side, I think schools and colleges are shut down due to environmental issues. Or someone who are in the Kerala, there are some flood situations. In that case, we should continue our teaching learning through virtual classrooms. And by doing this, we can also complete our syllabus on the time. If a faculty is lagging somewhere in completing its syllabus, no need to rush into the classrooms. Just try to engage the students on the virtual classroom platforms whenever possible. It is not necessary that you have to take the classes. Virtual classroom means you can give some options, you can give some assignments, you can engage students by some other means. I will tell each and everything in detail. So I hope everyone is agreeing on this particular point, because as a teacher, we also don't want our student to get suffer due to some XYZ reasons, and the picture which I have shown at the beginning of the session. Okay. So the first point I have covered, that is flexibility. So next point is accessibility. So what is accessibility? Like faculties, if they go for a long vacation due to some reasons, they can take their classes from some other places. They can engage their students if they want, and it is irrespective of the locations, right? So accessibility is also one of the one of the advantage we can see. Third one is is scalability. So in virtual classroom, you can reach hundreds of or even thousands of students, okay, without being limited by physical spaces. But virtual classes are more than just a shift from face-to-face online teaching. They bring new opportunities for creativity and innovations in educations. So you can use multimedia tools like videos, animations, and even live whiteboards. I think everyone is nowadays using these things, live whiteboard and other things during the presentation in the classes. But you can enjoy it through virtual classroom also. So I think a teacher need to be enjoying its classes. So for this, a teacher needs to get upgraded to this level so that he or she can use these tools which are coming nowadays in the market. So what additional you can do using virtual classroom is you can host lots of interactive activities. Like you can host some polls, you can ask a student to vote for something, you can ask students to answer a quiz, and you can show them. I think in last lecture you have seen various such things, such tools. You can have breakouts discussions. Zoom also facilitate breakout discussions. Means moderator would be there, and meeting can be split into different other links, and moderator can listen from each and every rooms what students are discussing. So try to explore such things. Up to this, I hope everyone is with me. So now these things are what was already existing. And now we can integrate AI powered tools to make learning more personalized for any student or efficient for any student. So in this session, we are going to explore how virtual classroom enhanced by AI aren't just an alternative to physical classroom. They are a powerful platform for our transformation of education. So as we move forward, think about this. How can these digital tools help you not just teach, but connect more deeply with your students? So moving towards next slide. So here you can see there are various things which we need to know. First thing is like how we can engage our student, how we can use virtual tools. So you can have live video editing or sorry, live video and audio interactions. You can show some videos, you can show some audios, you can throw some audios to the students. Even you can play some good music behind the session so that a student can get connected and he should be aware of something is going on, right? So the backbone of virtual classroom is the ability to connect with student face to face in real time. Just before this, I think some sir was talking about this. We actually need to connect with the student, or uh, this as a drawback. We cannot connect with the student. So our AI, our tools itself gives us various means so that we can keep engaging our students. So I have listed few. You can see beside this thresh. So why I've kept here, don't just see this, you just try to use it. Use as much as you can use. Okay, so live video and audio क्या करता है? It allows teachers to interact with students. It explain concepts and address questions, just as you would in a physical classroom. Second point is screen sharing. I am sharing my screen. So this is also a type of tool which we are going to through to the students. So you need to show a presentation, or you want to demonstrate any of the software, or you want to walk through a document, just start sharing your screen. Multiple screen sharing is going to engage your classroom. If you are having one particular PPT and you are showing the text over here, in my PPT, you would not see much text. But as a teacher, what we always do is we keep lots of material on the PPT itself so that we can circulate this particular material to the student and they can learn from that particular PPT. If I would circulate my PPT, nobody is going to know what I have covered in the session. But if a teacher is going to share its content with the student or PPT with the student can read that particular PPT and can get good marks also. But as a teacher, we should not do these things. What we need to do, you just try to have multiple things, try to share PPT as a what we can say touch points, where a student will check that what all the things have been covered, and material should be separately presented to the students. And by doing so, and by swapping between such documents while taking a class, your class would be more uh, effective. And psychology says that if something is moving around you, then you would at least give some more attention than previous. Okay, so while sharing screen, don't just share the PPTs. Try to share more things. Try to share videos. Try to share some tools. Try to, if you can give a demo, you just try to do these things on your screen. Third thing is digital whiteboard. So it's always appreciable if you are using digital whiteboard. In the time of pandemic, I think most of us have already bought that particular marker which tries to write on the screen with the help of one pad. Or if you don't have that thing, there are various other things, and you can write as you write on a blackboard in the classrooms. Every teacher should have this particular thing with him. So if you have that particular whiteboard marker, then you can explain each and everything on the whiteboard itself. No need to show anything on the PPT. You just open the whiteboard, start writing, and ask students to collaborate with them. Ask some student to write on their behalf or correct yourself. Something you can give some task. So students will find some fun here, and they will try to engage themselves. Okay, so because today's generation is called Gen Z, Gen C, maybe अब Gen Z आ जाएगा कुछ समय बाद. We don't know. What does it mean? They don't want this teaching. I think everyone is feeling. Those who are in teaching since last 10 years, you can feel this thing, that how the students' behavior in the class have been changed in the past 10 years only. And those who are more senior, they can also recall कि उस समय के student क्या होते थे. I think everyone would agree on this particular point. So we cannot change all the student, but we can change ourselves for the students. If we have taken this as a profession, so we have to do justification with this particular profession. So we have to change for this new generations. Next point is session recordings. So it's good to record your session whenever it is there. If you feel that this session is going to have a good amount of discussion from you, then record it. If you think that today's session is going to be more about discussing some previous topic, then you can skip recording this. But recording is must, so that a student should not miss a good material. Okay. Next point is breakout rooms. So can any one of you tell what is breakout room and how it would help?
Yeah, like there will be some groups made and they will be given a break wherein some discussion has to happen regarding an activity. So it builds team and it gives a change, as you said, and it's a good way of learning.
Yes, thanks Chandra sir for your insights. So you were absolutely right. So what we were thinking, right? Okay, it happens sometime in virtual classrooms. So where we were breakout rooms. So breakout rooms, as Chandra sir has also mentioned, that group activities are possible in virtual classrooms, and always encourage your students to participate in such type of discussions. What you need to do, you have to break out the rooms. Means you just create multiple links, ask particular students to join particular links, and ask them to discuss on some topic, ask them to record it, and let them do whatever they want to do in that particular thing. And after that, you assess that which student is taking good participation, which is not taking participation. You can give a good feedback to the students after that. Because see, in a classroom, if you are going to do this activity as a single teacher, you would not be much available to every groups, such groups. Okay, but in such arrangements where you are asking your students to club together, just discuss something in a particular meeting link, record that link, and you can assess that particular discussion at some other time, and you can give some feedback to the students. So it is more effective than what were being done in the physical classroom. Okay. So in next point is like chat and messaging. So it is always good to ask your participants or to your students to write something in the chat. Like in classrooms, we ask the students ki samajh mein aa gaya, to students always try to say yes sir, yes ma'am, something. But here such mechanism we cannot provide to students. We may but we should allow them to raise some questions, to thumbs up to the particular session, or if they have some doubt, they can write that. We need to allow them through the chat, so that us faculty should also know ki what's going on in the particular session. Because right now I know that it's 8 p.m. So not everyone is listening to me, but yes, I know at least 10% to 15% are listening to me at least. So but it cannot be tolerated if you are a teacher and your audience are a student. So it's good practice as a teacher is that you ask your students to keep chatting, you to give responses through the chattings. Chatting matlab this chat window. The next thing comes here is polls and quizzes. So it's I think everyone knows nowadays, it's if you want to make your session interactive and fun, live polls and quizzes help you to engage student understanding and keep them engaged throughout the lessons. So after each 10 to 15 minutes, you can put some polls or some quizzes. So quizzes would be a great idea if you can put. I can see some chats. I hope it is not a question. Oh, thank you, Professor. So the next thing is file sharing. Yes, we should always, like I have already mentioned this particular point, that we should not only present the presentations, we should not only give a lecture, we should also give a study material through virtual classroom. So through virtual classroom, it is easy to share files like worksheet and reading or videos instantly, ensuring students have all the materials they need during or after the session. Okay. Now, next point is, yes, a very important point, that is attendance tracking. We need to track the attendance, and it is very easy through classroom. You need not to raise the names of the student. It would automatically get logged. And even there are some powerful tools where you can see that time stamp is also associated with the student, for how many time he was there in the session. And last one is mobile accessibility. So virtual classrooms are accessible on multiple devices. You can use your smartphone, tablets, laptops, wherever you want to join. So this ensures that students can join from anywhere, making learning more flexible and inclusive. So in summary, these features combine to create a learning environment that interactive, flexible, and efficient. And this also ensures that students can not only participate, but also engage deeply with the materials which you are going to provide, whether they are in the same city or somewhere else. So as we continue, we will explore how AI can enhance these features, making virtual classrooms even more effective. So I think question. So here you can see there are various virtual classroom platforms. What I will do, I will try to give demo of some of these. Okay, so as a teacher, everyone might have used Google Classroom. If not, that is not going to be a problem. I will just give you a short. Just a second, I will read this share. Yes, I will just share how to use Google Classrooms. So till then, how many of you have already used Google Classroom? Those who have not used, please write in the chat so that I would also get an understanding how much I have to cover. Okay, so Kripa sir has not used. I will start from the beginning. Anyone else? It would help. See, I'm giving a session on virtual classroom and how to engage participants, and I am failing into this. See about to go link. Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Please confirm if you are able to see this classroom one.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Thank you. So see, what you need to do, you just go to classroom.google.com, and here you can get some dashboard like this. Okay, if anyone wants to make it a little bit slower. I can be slow, but I think it would be good enough if you can. I think a recording would be there, right? So they can refer afterward also. See, so what you can do here is like I have created one classroom, or you can create new classroom from here. You can see a plus sign. Just create a classroom. You can give a classroom name like maybe BSC. You can give a section, or you can say that is a bio group. Sorry, section name, we will write first year. In subject, we can write biology, and it is optional. You can give any room number if it is allotted somewhere, so that you can keep track of this. It's an optional, you can give anything. So a class is being created. So as soon as this class is created, you can see BSc first year. Here you can see, you can change the banners. It's up to you. If you want to make it more more attractive, you can change these images. Otherwise, you need not to do this. You can post any of the announcement here. If you will post any of the announcement, it would go to all the students who are part of this particular classrooms. And how you can add these students? You can add these students through people. So here you can go to invite students. You can share this particular link to the people through WhatsApp, some other means, so they can directly join this. Okay, so this is how you can add your students. You just need to share the created links, and once all have already joined, you can announce something here, and it would get displayed. So like here, I would announce that your surprise test is tomorrow. And you just post it. It would go to each and every students, and even this would go to through email also, some notifications if they have turned it on. So this is one of the basic feature you can use. Second is like you can create assignments. You can create quiz assignments. So for assignment, you just go here, write down the title. You can give some instructions. You can, if attachment like PDF or something is required, you can upload this, or you can give an hyperlink like Drive, YouTube, or other links. And you can assign points also like this, out of how many points, or you want to keep it ungraded, any due date, like if you want to have some deadlines, you can put over here. So such things you have to do. Okay, and this would reflect to the student, and they would also get notifications when they are approaching towards the deadlines. Now next thing is create quiz assignments. So in quiz assignments, you can attach this Google Form quiz. I hope everyone knows how to use Google Form for a quiz. If not, then I can quickly give you a glance. So maybe for this, I would also be taking a session day after tomorrow. So at that particular moment, I can tell you how to make a good quiz. So you can create a quiz using this particular link, and it would be like a multi-choice question type of questions you can give here. So next thing is questions, materials you can upload. If you want to upload, you just give a title. If you want to give a description, then upload the materials that would be accessible for each and every students in the class. Anything. Similarly, you can have grades here. You can assign grades to the students directly when they are going to upload quizzes or assignments. Okay, so you can give the grades here. So this is how you can use Google Classrooms. And if you would come to the calendar, you can see, you can map the lectures. You can map any of the lectures here. See. And also, wait. It would be reflected once you have sent Google invite to every students. Okay. So this is the some things I would suggest you to explore this Google Classroom thing, and we can discuss more about Google Classroom if you feel it to be discussed. So I will reserve 10 to 15 minutes for Google Classroom or Google Form if you want. Otherwise, we can skip this particular part. Now, coming towards second tool that you will find more attractive here. Where is it? So I hope anyone who has already heard about this high link.
Yeah, we have heard, but we have not used, sir. It is not so familiar.
Yeah, this is something which is not totally free. For using its pro version, we need to get its enterprise versions as well. So I will quickly show you what all the things you can do. So this is totally related to AI. Means you will see here how it is totally different from Google Classroom or something else. Even Google Classroom has introduced generative AI capabilities in it, but we need to explore it more. Okay, but Highlink is already using these things. So this is the dashboard of Highlink. Okay, you can create a new class. You can create a class for later, or you can create now. So these are the links. So I am not using any pro version, so it has a 45 minutes limit. I will show you everything. So what you can do here is the very best part which I have seen here is generate a lesson plan using AI. Whatever you people are already doing with ChatGPT as a teacher, it has clubbed together here. So I would click on generate lesson plan. So let us say subject name like maybe statistics. So I hope the spelling is correct. Audience maybe BTech, first year. You just write in natural language. No need to think about anything. Lesson planner should be of how many time? So let me say it's for 1 hour. Learning objective, student, anything you can write. A student should be able to know basic statistics methods. Anything. I randomly chose this particular topic. I think this is creating problem to me. Now generate. So it is trying to generate your lesson plan. did it generate? Okay, sorry. So what actually we want to generate? Okay, so no, it is still generating. I think it would come here, appear here. Yeah, it's coming. So you can see that our lesson plan is like this. Yeah, introduction to basic of statistics, objective, opening assignments. You can ask for a poll to the students, how, like a prerequisite thing. It's AI generated, so AI is suggesting you what you should cover in the lesson. So introduction, you should cover introduction to statistics. As a teacher, you should know that what all the points you need to cover. So descriptive statistics, inferential statistics, and the sub sections. So everything is appearing here. Okay. So even it is showing that while exit, what you need to ask to your students, if they are able to answer this, that means your class was successful. Okay. So I hope this particular thing you as a teacher might have liked it. So this is the first part. Second part is AI. These are all AI generated. You need not to worry about anything. Okay. Suggest reading materials. I just asked him. So it is trying to give books name and all other things. So it has given all the books names. Okay. Generate quiz questions. So it would generate few questions like this. These all are related to the lesson plan which you have just created. So if you want to get suggested by assignment, see, students are copying from ChatGPT. So why teachers are not going to use such AI tools? So it's my recommendations to use AI. So these are the things as an assignment would be asked. Because see, if you would be using ChatGPT, you need to give prompts every time. Here you need not to. Recommend learning resources, other resources. You can go here, online courses, Khan Academy and all Coursera, everything it is going to give you. And any discussion topics here. So everything is AI generated. It is trying to give you the right thing. And even if you want to ask your custom question, that also be allowed here. Like how should I start? So it is giving you what should you do in the class first. Okay. Can we have real life examples to correlate? Because students are frequently asking that where it is going to be used. So it will suggest you what real life examples you can explain to the students where these things are going to be used. Got it? So this is how you can chat with the AI, and you can ask your AI how they can help you. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone, because I recommend you people to use at least once. Okay. Let me go again here. You can also generate activities. So for activity, anything you can write here, then it would also do the same thing which you want. Okay. So any activity information you can like, let me write here. I will go with the suggestion itself, history, 7th grade. Grade duration would be 15 minutes, class size of 10. Okay, I am okay. The student should be Indian history. So it is going to create activity for the students. So you can see timeline challenge. It is giving some objective to the students. Time frame is 5 minutes. Divide the student into parts. It is telling you how you can engage your students. This is the thing which we were lacking before AI. Now your AI itself is saying that how you are going to engage. And believe me, in next 4 to 5 years, things are going to change a lot. So I have heard one last line from Hema madam in the last session that she was saying, AI would not replace you. Yes, AI would not replace us, but we need to learn more about AI so that we should not make AI so much stronger than us so that we can get replaced. So we need to utilize such things. And just think about this. If you as a faculty is using such things in front of your students, so your students would start attending your classes more than ever. Okay, so this one was the second thing. And third thing is the most wonderful thing I have seen here is slide generator. The pain point of every student faculty is to in every year you might be assigned to new course, you have to generate the slides every time. And we have a tool here. By clicking this particular tool, we can create a slide. This is in the beta version, so it might not be available for everyone, but what you can do here is let me show you. This one was the statistic, right? So what I did here, create slide contents. So for your first lesson plan, for the first lecture, I asked to create slide list. So it is giving you what the things you should keep on your slides. And also in beta version, I think you make it something free here like this. So I'm writing here generate slides. So you can see detailed slides outline also. You can download it. So I think this is beta version, so it is limited to some extent. it is downloaded, but it is you can at least test and try whether it is working or not. Okay, so I hope you will have already know about HighLink, and HighLink is a good app which I have seen on internet, and this I would recommend institutions to spend some money over here. They should purchase HighLink type of AI tools. I'm not saying that HighLink only, any tools, and just let their teachers to use this particular one. Also, you can create courses. So these things you can explore after the session also. You can also start a new class. If you can see here, it's a 45-minute free. So it's like Zoom meeting we are already holding here. So you can see here. join the class. I can change my background. Now, so this is the whiteboard you will get, and you can write anything. If you have good marker, you can write in the good writing also. And also you can share lessons through here. You can share your screen. You can use various tools. Someone was asking about how to use quiz polls. You can create polls here. Just click on that poll. You can write who will be president of USA. I'm just writing any random stuff. You can give an option T for Trump, B for Biden, maybe not Biden, that give it a poll. This poll will be there for 45 seconds in front of students. They can opt any of these two options. And once you would end this poll, you can see a detailed responses. It's like you can see how many percentage of students have chosen first option, how many percentage of students have chosen second option, like this. So you can use multiple tools here. You can see quiz, polls, countdowns if you want students to like I can give you a task to write something in the chat. Your time starts from now. You can show countdown. You can share files, web links, then various other activities you can explore. Because I haven't also explored everything, but you can explore. I will end this session. So here you can use a link for every classes like this. So you need not to recreate every time this particular link. I think I have more done branding of Highlink. If any question is there, please feel free to ask. I think I should end up here only. Is there any question?
Participants, you are allowed to unmute yourselves. If there are any question, you can ask.
Sir, how much will be the cost of this one, sir?
See, if you are your institution is from BTech or somewhere else, means which type of students are there?
BTech.
You just give these tasks to students. They should use Google Gemini, which is free. Ask them as a project to create such tools. This is very easy to be created. So if you want to use as a free version, your students are capable of creating such type of tools in institute itself. Otherwise, the cost of this high link is $250, I think, for a year for one class. So for multiple class, you can find that it is much more costlier.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more software you said about LearnCube. Will you also explain that one?
I will try to cover in the next session, maybe day after tomorrow. LearnCube.
Yes, sir.
My day after tomorrow's session would be more focused on how to engage the students, what type of activities we should give to the students, how to create these breakout rooms, everything. So I would cover in detail.
In Google Classroom, when assignments are being given for plagiarism checker, it is very difficult because it is giving some limit, some seven alone like that.
Yes,
So
see, in the previous session itself, I heard from Hema madam that she was saying that AI generated contents are being caught by plagiarism tools. If I tell you something, what things you need to do to avoid these plagiarism checks, I think that this session would go into some second direction. But if you are a good prompt engineer or you know how to play with the prompts, you can avoid any of the plagiarism. So our students are smarter than us. They know how to remove the plagiarism. There are lots of tools. I can show you through this chat GPT only. You can see here. Let me write a note on stacks in data structure. Okay, so here you can see that the things are being written in such a way that it would be caught by any of the plagiarism tool. Why? Because AI has some pattern how it tries to write. What if I know that particular pattern and we can ask in the prompt itself, we don't use that particular pattern, then what? Then it would generate in some other fashion. So let me try. I would write as a new user. I would say don't use much AI way of writing. Change the pattern. See, I'm not going to tell you the key how I can remove the plagiarism, but I'm giving you a hint here because that would go in some other direction. Change the pattern of writing. You can give also such thing like write in a how Indians write. So GPT knows everything. Now you can see this language. Stack is a very important concept in data structure. It follows a simple rule called LIFO, which means last in, first out. So we actually break our sentences in small sentences. So this is how you can avoid, or if you think that it is writing much more things, you can ask it to rewrite it. So see, GPT is a text generating module. It is not going to copy and paste from anywhere. It is itself is generating the next text based on its training. So textual plagiarism you will not find. Yes, semantic plagiarism you can find, but if you are going to use it in a smarter way, you can avoid this also. So what I wanted to answer is like students are smarter. If they are going to upload any of the assignment, it would be nearly impossible for us also to tell whether it is plagiarism free or not. So better give them some tasks in which you need not to check about plagiarisms. You can ask them to record some video or something and just demonstrate this particular lecture or something. I hope I answered them.
I request the participants that if there are any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. Even you can write in the chat box also.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yes, yes.
Sir, thank you for a very wonderful session. Can you please give us some idea on can we use this poll facility in Zoom meeting?
Let me check if it is there, then I will start a poll. Means I haven't used Zoom much. I know Teams, I know other platforms. I think, let me check. Okay, so let me share my screen and let me show you. I think this Zoom thing also you can see. अच्छा, अभी ये disappear हो गया यहाँ से. When I am trying to show you, no, that option disappears. So what I will say, are you using mobile or laptop?
Laptop, sir.
So I will ask you to do some things and try if it works for you or not.
Okay, sir.
So for this, I need to stop sharing screen. Go to apps if you can see at the bottom.
Yes, sir.
And click on the apps. You will see a list of apps already installed.
Yes, timer, music, virtual backgrounds.
Yes. So here you can add more apps and just type live poll or poll somewhere.
Uh, Plus, on plus, I need to click, sir, to add.
Add app. Add apps. Yes.
Add app.
So there
Okay. Polls.
it. Yes. So you can use these external apps as a poll provider.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can try this.
Oh. Okay, sir. Thank you so very much, sir.
Okay.
Anyone else, please? I think, sir, there are no more questions. We can conclude this session.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, I am returning.
Yes, hello, sir. Actually, your session is very informative, sir. I just want to ask you one question. That if I can put any question on Chat GPT, so they are not giving that much of information which is available on the Google search engine. If I can, yes, if I put my name in Google, I can get each and every information about regarding me, what paper I have published, where is my profile, and all such things. But not that kind of a information or that kind of a data. We are getting it on Chat GPT. So can you please elaborate on these things, because I'm also teaching the business analytics to student, this subject for MBA and BBA also, and engineering students too. So please tell me about more for this. That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah. So thanks for appreciation, madam. First, second thing is like don't be confused with Google and ChatGPT. Google is a search engine, and ChatGPT is a generative AI. Means it would
Yes.
automatically generate. So
Yes.
ChatGPT needs some data to be trained. So whatever GPT version we use as a free version, that is trained till 2021 data, like
Okay.
0.5. So it cannot cover the data which were published after 2021. Okay, so you might have this felt that previous data is coming, but recent data is not coming. First thing is this. Second thing is like if you want to use uh, current data also. So for that, we ChatGPT 4, the paid version, gives an opportunity to provide the link. It will go to that particular link and it will try to search information about the asked questions. So this is how you can use. Okay. If you want to build your own GPT, that is also possible. But in that case, means you need to means the institution need to spend some money. It will we need to buy some API. We need to pay for API cost, and it would be trained on the new data also for your college purposes. Okay. So to answer your question, it is not possible. But if you want to get it possible, then you need to provide URLs in the new GPT versions.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
Is there anyone who wants to ask any questions to sir?
Sir, if any two students are asking this, will give two.
Adam,
Ma'am, your voice is not audible. Can you repeat the question?
From two students.
Ma'am, you can mention your question in the chat box.
They are asking the same. Voice is breaking.
You're not
Is it,
audible.
sir? Hello. Not audible.
Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
Sir, if two students. Okay.
You can write it in the chat.
Ma'am, you can write it in the chat box.
Till then, anyone else, if having any question, please.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, sir. I just want to, as I have attended before also workshops of AI, and it is saying that it is not going to be replace human being, but still something is going in my mind, like as you say in your very first slide that we should use recording during classroom, should present PPT, should give study material to the students. Now the question that is going in my mind is, if I'm recording my whole lecture, giving PPT, giving studying material, then next year what is going to happen? This TY batch will give all this ready to the SY student, and SY students will be something like no need to visit physical classroom because we have everything, recorded lectures and everything. So in that case, sir.
I understood your question. The first recommendation is we are not going to record all the lectures.
Okay.
Whenever there is some emergency or some happened to us, like we are not able to come to the college, what we can do, we can hold this particular classes through virtual classrooms. Okay. So
Okay.
that particular video we can keep recorded and we can give the students if they want to refer it, let them refer.
Okay.
And yes, it is not good to record each and every sessions because not in every sessions we are going to talk about the main subjects. Okay, sometimes we need to discuss with the students. We need to look into their perspective. So it's up to you. Whatever you want to record, you record and you give it to the students. And second thing is like teacher who is teaching this year same subject, he would not repeat that particular pattern in the second year also. We cannot mimic ourselves. I used to teach a subject like data structure in my teaching days, but I was trying to cover more thing in the next years. Means, as a teacher, we should not be satisfied with our teaching.
Right.
I mean to say.
Okay. And sir, one more question. Is this AI-based tools for engaging students and all, it is for many a time while you are conducting class on online platform. But many a time we are on regular basis we are running in physical classroom. So is there any engagement activity which can help in physical classroom?
We will cover in the next session. नहीं तो मेरे पास कुछ रहेगा नहीं.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was very wonderful session.
Thanks.
Informative too.
Because I was a teacher, no? So I know how what were our pains.
Right. Thank you, sir.
I think, sir, we can conclude this session. And if there are any questions, you can mention it in the group. We can send to sir, and sir can answer all your questions in the next class, in the upcoming class.
Sure. So I just found that particular question, ma'am, wanted to ask. If two students are asking same questions to ChatGPT, whether the answer will be the same. Textually, it would not be same, I think. Because ChatGPT tries to generate answers.
Sir, if two similar students give same prompt, then will ChatGPT give the same answer?
No. Theme would be same. What I'm saying, textually, it would be different. Semantically, it would be the same. If you would ask what is the capital of India, it would always give New Delhi. But the way it is going to write, maybe it may differ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your comprehensive and thought-provoking session on virtual.
Thanks a lot to few participants who make it more engaging. Thanks a lot.
Your in-depth elaboration and this technology and this application has inspired us. We are grateful for your time and effort in delivering such an impactful session, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude day 3 of our FDP. We hope these sessions have provided you with valuable insights and practical knowledge to implement in your classrooms. Let's continue this learning tomorrow with the same enthusiasm. Until then, have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Good night. And one more reminder, you have to fill the feedback form of session 2, which will be provided in your WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.
Sir, by when you will be sharing the resource material?
One by one, please.
By when you will be sharing the resource material, the PPT, so that we can go through it?
As soon we receive the resource material from the resource persons, we'll be sharing it in the WhatsApp group. The same videos which we are conducting the sessions will be shared in the WhatsApp group too.
Okay, sir.
After the conclusion of this FDP.
Okay, so we can also make a drive link and share it at the end of the concluding part, by the end of the FDP. We can do so that well.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.